Hey everyone, I'm Emma, and I've been a member of New Jersey Audubon's Young Birders Club for over 6 years now. New Jersey is an awesome spot for birding because of the large variety of habitat that's here. So there's mountains, clear streams and creeks, protected forests, beaches, Pine Barrens, the Delaware Bay, and even more. Another reason why New Jersey is such a great spot is because it's right in the middle of the Atlantic Flyway, so spring and fall migration here are just insane. For all these reasons, New Jersey Audubon's World Series of Birding has taken place here in May at the peak of spring migration for 36 years. The World Series of Birding, also known as WSB, is an event where groups of birders come together to try to find as many species as possible within 24 hours. And what makes this different from other big days is that birders can raise money for the conservation cause of their choice, even though the whole event is sponsored by NJ Audubon. This year, the World Series of Birding is going to be held on May 9th from midnight to midnight, and it's been adapted because of the travel and social distancing recommendations that are a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, for the first time, birders will be allowed to bird outside the state of New Jersey and is in fact encouraged. Even within New Jersey or any other state, teams don't have to bird together. You can form a team of friends all over the state you live in. You might want to choose people with different habitats so they get different birds. And there are a ton of different ways to participate. If you're 19 years old or above and want to compete with other adult birders in your state, you'll want to enter Level 1. Bird Conservation Challenge. Within that level, there are all kinds of things you can do. You could go carbon-free with no motorized vehicles in the Carbon Footprint Cup. You could also stay in one place in an outdoor circle with a 50-foot diameter and go for the Big Stay category. Try to find an area with a view of a few different types of habitat, especially a water feature, whether that be a stream, a pond, or even a backyard sprinkler. Birders 60 years old or above can compete in the senior category. They get their own category because they've had so many years of experience. You can also put together a team that tries to get as many species as you possibly can in your state as a boundless birder. In each of these categories, teams with the highest total within their state will be recognized. Organizations raising money for a cause other than NJ Audubon must register in Level 1 and pay a small fee for participation. If you, your family, and your friends all love birding and have an appreciation for everything New Jersey Audubon does, you can make a New Jersey Audubon ambassador team. You don't have to pay any fees, and teams can consist of people of all ages and even be in different states. Come up with a cool team name, and if your team is going to be participating primarily outside of New Jersey, put your state's initials at the beginning of your team name. One of the most exciting parts of the World Series of Birding is the Youth Level 3. The competition is divided up by grades, elementary, middle, and high school teams competing in their divisions. Plus, there's a carbon-free kids division with no motorized vehicles. The World Series of Birding has had young birders from Maryland, Connecticut, New York, Vermont, and of course, New Jersey. There are a lot of other birders competing in different levels that started in the youth level. As with the adults in Level 1, teams are invited to participate from other states, mostly along the Atlantic Flyway, and should stay in their chosen state. There could be youth teams from Florida to Maine and all in between. It'll be really cool to see what scores all the teams get. Registering your team is easy. Just go to worldseriesofbirding.org and click on Participate. When you register, you have the ability to make a team page to introduce your team, talk about your fundraising goals, and your strategy for the day. NJ Audubon is going to be heavily marketing the website, so if your team name and page stand out, you'll be able to raise more money for your cause. Last but not least, the World Series has an awesome phone app that works very similar to the eBird app. You tap in birds as the day goes on, put in extra info for rarities, and submit your list at the end of the day. All of the data is put together in a cumulative species total that people can watch build up live during the day. As teams submit their final checklists, people will be able to watch that live too. To learn more about all of this, once again, visit worldseriesofbirding.org. There's a lot on there to read, but you should read all of it because there's a ton of good information. If you have any questions, email wsb@njaudubon.org. Right now, I'm actually working on putting together a team with some of my friends. I hope you'll join me in participating in the 37th World Series of Birding. Let's do this.